Good evening, friends. Welcome to the daily answer writing session. Today, I have selected one very important topic from General Studies paper 2. Okay, so I'll just share this. I'll just share. Okay, so let us begin. So this is the daily practice sheet. Okay, from the daily practice sheet, let us pick one question, the question of the day. So this was the question of the day. The question of the day is the coming demographic transition. The coming demographic transition in India has profound implication for India's health, fiscal, and gender policies. So let us try to break the question. Let us try to break the question and let us try to first understand the question. Understanding the question is key to writing a great answer. Okay, understanding the question is a key to the writing great answer. So question says that coming demographic transition in India. So there is a demographic transition which is going on in India, and the second part says that it has profound implication for health, fiscal, and gender policies in India. Okay, profound implication. This means you have to basically explain the implication of the demographic transition which is happening in India, and implication on what? Health, fiscal, and gender policies. We'll see how can we write this answer in a beautiful manner, and through that we will learn templates. How can we deconstruct the question and how can we write a good answer? So first of all, let me tell you the context, because context of the question is very important. If you rightly point out the context of the question, it is my experience of writing mains examination that UPSC awards more marks to the candidates who can basically link to the current affairs. So more marks can come when you link to the current affairs. So recently we all know that NFHS data has come, and that has said that India has basically achieved the replacement rate in the fertility rate. Okay, so fertility rate has now basically declined below 2.1. Okay, so that is what is the context. So what is this demographic transitioning happening? Demographic transitioning which is happening is what? That the fertility rate now is declining below the replacement rate. So what would be the implication of this demographic transition? The implication will be in future what will happen? The dependent population will increase. The dependent population is going to increase because the increase in the dependent population now will be at faster pace compared to the increase in youth population. The increase in dependent population in future will be more than increase in the youth population. Very important, very significant demographic transition which is going to happen. Let me share some very interesting facts, because facts are the legs on which your answer will run. Tuck, 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 tuck. Okay, facts. We need facts. Let me share some interesting facts. You know, in 1960, the share of population above the age of 64, okay, was around 6%. In 2020, it is around 10%. And you would be surprised by 250, it will be around 21%. Just you see this fact. So the population above the age of 64, we know that there is something called dependency ratio. Okay, dependency ratio is the population of dependent population by working age population. So dependency ratio is going to increase in India, and that is going to have some implication for health, some implication for fiscal, and some implication for gender policies. First, I'll explain, then I'll see. Right now, I'm not started answer writing. I'm just explaining you the concept which is required to write this answer. Okay, I'm just explaining you the concept. Okay, so what will be the health implication? What will be the health implication? We all know as per the recent data of the World Bank. You know, you would be surprised to know that 60% of the deaths in India are happening because of non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases like cancer, like hypertension, like BP. These are non-communicable diseases which are because of various aging factor or lifestyle factors. So 60% of deaths and diseases or burden of disease is because of the lifestyle diseases or non-communicable diseases. So obviously, with the aging population, people who are having older age are more prone to non-communicable diseases. So what is going to happen in future? This health challenge of non-communicable disease is going to increase. We all know what kind of cost this is going to involve. Okay, generally youth population do not get non-communicable disease. So generally non-communicable diseases are generally affecting 40 plus population, 40 age plus population. So generally, if more people are there in the older age, more people will suffer from this non-communicable diseases. So obviously we have to change the health policy. See, till now our health policy was geared towards communicable diseases. In future, our health policy has to reorient itself. The budget has to be allocated. The infrastructure has to be set up. The human resources have to be trained. This geriatric health has to be given priority. And that is why in future, the health policies have to be basically fine-tuned. If we say fine-tuned to this demographic transition which is happening. Here, let us see the second point, fiscal. What has been the fiscal challenge? Fiscal challenge. See, every state in the world, particularly if it is a welfare state, my friend, has to take care of its old age people through social security measures, whether it is pension, whether it is health security. There are various kinds of social security nets. So as the population of the older age is going to increase, as the percentage of people in the older age are going to increase, what is going to happen? The fiscal burden is going to increase because the state has to now invest more money in pension, invest more money in health security. So all this fiscal burden is going to increase, and as the young population will start declining, so the earning population will start declining. So obviously taxes and all that will not increase as it would increase. Okay, that is the another challenge. The third challenge it mentioned is the gender challenge. What is the gender challenge? See, here I would like to point out an interesting fact here. Interesting fact I would like to point out that, you know, the life expectancy of women is greater than men. So what will happen? More women will live compared to men. Okay, because men die early. So more widows will be there. And we all know the state of widows in the country. Okay, so they face a lot of challenge. Okay, economic security and health challenge, various kinds of challenge. So gender approach, we need to follow a gender approach. So we need to follow a gendered approach. You're getting it? So gender implication it has. We have to now change the entire health policy, the entire fiscal policy, the entire gender policy to match this demographic transition. Here, let me draw two demographic triangles for you. Okay, two demographic triangles for you. See, right now, if I draw the age profile and population profile of India, it is somewhere like this. Okay. Most of the population are here. This is the working age population. But in future, what is going to happen? This population is going to increase. This old age population is going to increase, like this. So this is going to increase. So you can draw this diagram. You can draw this diagram also to impress the examiner. Now let us try to write a model answer for this question. Let us try to write a model answer for this question. So first of all, in the introduction, you will start with the context. Context. What is the context? You will start with this recent data of fertility rate of declining below 2.1. This is the demographic transition which India is undergoing. Then you will say that what is going to happen is that more in future, the young population are not going to grow at the pace with which old age population is going to increase. Then you can share some data that in the 1960, what was the share of the old age? In 2020, what is the share of the people of old age? And in 2050, what is going to be the share? And then you can write this increasing aging of population will have implications. Okay, this is the introduction. This introduction is over, sir. You can just, introduction is over. Now let us see the body. How to write the body? You write implication. You write a heading, implication for fiscal policy. Then you write 2-3 points. Then implication for health policy. We'll write 2-3 points. We have already explained, so that's why I'm not writing again. And implications for gender policy. We'll write 2-3 points here. So you see how we have first written an introduction, then we have written a basically the body we started. We have started in 3 parts, 3 subparts we have written, and then we will write the conclusion. We'll write that with this demographic transition it's of paramount importance that we basically start becoming serious about healthy aging. Some broader terms you will write in the conclusion. Healthy aging. We have to write on healthy aging. Okay, we will move towards healthy aging. At the same time, we have to skill our youths so that they can get employed. So on the one hand, we have to basically take care of the youths so that they are properly employed, they get properly employed and they are productive. On the other hand, the old age people, we have to take care of them. The entire policy should be made in such a manner. So if you like this, if you like this discussion, and if you like this daily discussion on answer writing, please hit a like button. Please share with your friends, because more and more people, when they get this benefit of writing, okay, then they will not face challenge. Okay, I see many candidates every year, what they do is they blindly go and they join test series. Okay, they go and join test series and they just write answers, but they don't learn how to write answers. Okay, so in these sessions, my motive is, the whole motive is to help you structure your answers properly, help you understand the demand of the question, and help you learn how UPSC frames questions from the editorials, okay, from the current affairs, so that you can align your preparation in that direction. So please let me know your comments. And this feedback will help me to basically, I will incorporate whatever you have given feedback in these daily discussions, and let me know which subject or which area you want me to cover. I will cover that subject and that area also. Okay, then